running joke when people come over to my apartment that I literally live in a gigantic pile of clothes. This closet is full of clothing. This entire section of my floor is covered in shoes. I have this entire clothing rack worth of jackets. I have enough sweaters underneath my bed to last me through the next several ice ages. I have this chest of drawers in my bedroom full of bras and underwear and other bedroom items. And yes, I have clothes stored inside my desk because I ran out of room everywhere else. Yes, I have a problem. Yes, I have a problem, in case that wasn't already clear. I have been, side note, despite what it may look like, I actually did not snort chocolate flavored cocaine up one nostril. I just did a really bad job of blending my nose contour. I'm so sorry, it's gonna be gone in the next clip. I know I look ridiculous right now. Anyways, I have been itching to make a closet clean out video for a while now. This is such a first world problem, but when I come back to my apartment, like, it's almost suffocating because I'll pretty much always have clothes on the floor, clothes that I need to fold, clothes that I need to wash, clothes that I need to put back in their space in the closet, clothes that I need to hang up. So today I am going to do a big ass closet clean out. I've done closet clean out videos before, but it's kind of just like a light, let me get rid of a couple of the pieces that I don't really wear anymore. But this time I really want to pare down my wardrobe to only stuff that I am excited to wear. This is gonna be hard for me because I do get really emotionally attached to my clothing, and it kind of reminds me of like past versions of myself, if that makes sense. But I honestly think that it is time for a change. I want to be able to open my wardrobe and just love everything that's inside it, be able to really easily put together an outfit and get on with my day. Maybe I'm just going through like a weird minimalist quarter life crisis. I don't know. I'm so excited to get rid of a bunch of my stuff, pass it on to a better home, sell it, invest that money in my retirement fund, and yeah, let's get started. So my normal closet clean out strategy in the past has been to just flip through my clothing and pick out the stuff that I want to get rid of. But knowing my own brain and its laziness, I feel like that method makes the default keeping clothing. So when I'm on the fence about a piece of clothing, I'm gonna end up leaving it in my closet because it's already there, so I might as well. So in order to like reverse psychology myself, I am gonna take out every single piece of clothing from my wardrobe. I'm gonna put it over there on a clothing rack, and then I'm only going to bring back the pieces that I actually want to keep. And so the process of getting naked in front of a very large ground floor window and trying on all my clothing began. Here's the criteria I came up with for whether I should keep something. Number 1, do I wear it often? Not just like, do I wear it a couple times a year? Would I miss it if it went missing from my closet, or would I probably fail to notice at all? Okay, I am so conflicted because on one hand, this is the most gorgeous piece of clothing I have ever thrifted. And I've been saving this dress for one day when I get nominated for an Oscar or I go to the Met Gala. Like, this is it. This is it. I feel like Katniss in the Hunger Games. Like, I could just do this all day. It's so pretty. Basically, I'm trying to calculate how many years it's gonna be until I win my Oscar to see whether it's worth keeping in my closet, because on a day-to-day basis, I have no reason to wear this. I think I should probably sell it. I don't think I'm gonna win an Oscar within like the next 10 years. Number 2, does it fit me well? Without any caveats like I can't have eaten lunch before I try to squeeze into it. It just needs to fit my body as it normally is. Do you ever have a top that you want it to fit you so bad, but it just doesn't fit? That's this top for me. It is so cute. It has this little tie detail in the front, but my rib cage is too damn big for this top. And I keep convincing myself like, oh, maybe one day my rib cage will shrink and suddenly this top will fit and it'll be amazing. But yeah, my ribcage is going nowhere. Or if it doesn't fit well, could I easily fix it with a sewing machine? And if so, then it's gonna go in my altar pile. These are my bougie redone jeans, but I think they just need to be altered a tiny bit. Like, I gotta take in the waist maybe half an inch, and then crop the bottoms a little bit more. Number 3, is it a fabric that feels comfortable and high quality? You know, like when you're just surrounded by a good quality denim or a good quality leather, and you feel like good, you feel safe. I don't know, maybe I'm just a nerd for fabric. It might sound like being picky, but I find that if it's an uncomfortable fabric, I will always find an excuse not to wear it. Number 4, does it make me feel like myself? As I grow up, I'm trying to transition a little bit away from the like quirky, colorful, trendy Urban Outfitters girl that I think I've fallen into a little bit. Why did I buy so much animal print? And elevate my style into something that feels more unique, a little bit more grown up and vintage, and I'm really excited about that. So to help that process, I only want to keep pieces that I really feel like align with my new sense of style. And number 5, the good old Marie Kondo's Does It Spark Joy? Does it make me happy to look at, and am I genuinely excited to wear it? These corduroy pants are like my favorite of all time. There's no way I'm getting rid of these. Oh. How can you not feel sexy in these? They're amazing. If it's not a definitive yes to all 5 of those criteria, it's going in my sell/donate pile. This is my pile of stuff to keep. This is my pile of stuff to say goodbye to. I do realize the irony that I'm somebody who talks about sustainability, yet I own so much clothing and I'm gonna be getting rid of a lot of it. But at the same time, I have totally felt like I need to keep up with trends, and that also I just could never have too much clothing. That's what I thought for a really long time. And I'm finally getting to the point where I realize that I don't need more clothing, and I'm trying to dissociate from the mentality that advertising really enforces on all of us, which is that you constantly need more stuff. I'm so sorry if I come across as a hypocrite. That's the last thing that I want, but I thought I'd just be honest and show you guys, like, this is my problem too. This is how much shit that I own. Also, this is gonna sound incredibly obnoxious and hard to relate to, but now I get a lot of PR, so companies are sending me free clothing, and it feels really hard to say no to because, first of all, I love fashion and I love clothing, and second of all, I still have that, like, free shampoo in a hotel room type of mentality, where if something is free, I wanna go and collect it because it's fucking free and that's exciting. But as I'm doing this job for longer, I realize that it's my responsibility to say no to this clothing if it's not something that I'm going to wear for years and years, because that clothing could otherwise go to somebody else, or those resources could be allocated somewhere else. It's this weird tug between my fashionista materialistic brain and this like environmentally conscious minimalist brain, and I don't know how to reconcile the two, but I'm really trying. Yeah, sorry I'm not great at this. I'm not perfect at all. I'm working on it. Thanks for coming along with the journey. You know what else I've noticed is that I have this tendency to obsess over things when it's online or in store. And before I buy something, I envision myself wearing it in all of these amazing scenarios. Like, I'm gonna wear this on dates. I'm gonna wear this in Europe. I'm gonna wear this on a romantic night out. And then I get the piece of clothing and I feel like all that magic disappears. I think it's some weird product of advertising where when it's a piece of clothing I don't own, I project this fantasy life onto the object. But then once I own it, it's like part of my life, and suddenly the piece of clothing isn't that amazing to me anymore. Again, that's something I'm trying to dissect and recognize in my own head so that I stop buying things that I don't actually need. Oof. Now the hard part to tackle is gonna be this weird pile of t-shirts that I have at the bottom of my closet. Basically, I ran out of room to hang stuff up in my closet, and I don't have like a dresser set of drawers to store t-shirts like normal people. So I just have piles and piles of tops at the bottom of my wardrobe, which is objectively just an awful way to store clothing. All right, I'm gonna push you guys back a little bit. This is one of my favorite t-shirts of all time. I'm never letting this baby go. This is my one classic white t-shirt, and I wear this shirt, I kid you not, every single week, which is amazing. I want that to be like all of my clothing, something that I actually reach for on a daily basis. These t-shirts are from the Naval Academy. I spent a week there the summer of my junior year of high school because I legitimately thought that I wanted to enroll in the Navy at some point in my life, which is so absurd knowing me now, but I'm trying not to keep stuff that's too sentimental, but I am gonna keep this red one. A company sent this one to me, and I thought it was so cute. Hot new me coming soon. I've been meaning to wear this shirt for a while, but I'm just like not enough of an e-girl to pull this off. I own like 4 very similar off-white graphic t-shirts that I thrifted, and I've been hanging on to all of them because I'm just so proud when I thrift something that's really cool, like this t-shirt. But at the same time, I think just owning one of my favorite vintage graphic t-shirts is gonna be enough for me, because honestly I don't wear a t-shirt and jeans that often anyway, and when I do, I always end up reaching for my favorite shirt, which is this one. This was like my first Urban Outfitters shirt that I ever bought myself, and it says Coca-Cola in Japanese, which is just capitalism at its finest. I literally paid $35 for a t-shirt to advertise Coca-Cola. Would this top be cute with this outfit actually? Oh, that's cute. The question is whether I can wear it with a bunch of different outfits. I feel like I'm getting back into my default mentality of if I could wear it, I should keep it, but I'm gonna stick to this Marie Kondo thing of does it spark joy? Do I love it? If I don't love it, I'm gonna get rid of it. Good job, Ashley. At this point, I realize it's maybe getting a little bit tedious and a lot of bit obnoxious to essentially hear me complain about how many nice clothes I own and go through each piece individually. So here's a speed round of sorting to the wondrous tune of some copyright-free SoundCloud rap.
We with all my brothers, don't worry about a thing, I got it covered. Laced up, looking like a good day to go and get this cake up. Can only play around for a minute or two. Sit and wait, watch the moon, blow it up like balloons. What it is, cracking jokes on each other, what gives? Don't be falling through, I know you think about giving in. I got the trees blowing in the wind with the clouds blowing over sunny
I have
days where you been.
2 nearly identical cropped denim jackets. Are you fucking kidding me? Why do I own so many denim jackets?
Call me, walk my ass to class, I watch you leave it so calmly. Tell me how it is, I think your honesty got me. Possibly find ways to entertain myself and still thinking you constantly. What you thinking? Floating down, I bet they couldn't sink it. Butterflies on rainy days couldn't sink my spirit. What you trying to do with all that energy?
If my shoes had to pay rent for the amount of floor space that they're taking up, I think it would honestly be like $150 a month here in LA. Okay, so I'm just gonna try to go through this as objectively as possible and just get rid of the shoes that I haven't worn in the past months. Maybe we're gonna give them 2 months.
I know you really like my CD, I probably could do it better, but life hasn't been that easy. I know that you really like it. Only get a few more hours, so I'ma try this. Staying up all night.
These are the same high tops that I owned since my freshman year of college. So 3 years ago I got these and they're still going steady. This shoe is super cute. But sometime in the past couple months, I lost the other side. I have no idea either how somebody manages to lose only one side of a shoe in her own apartment. Hello and welcome to my underwear cabinet, the part of my wardrobe you've all been waiting for. So I think like most women, I own about 15 different bras, but I only ever wear 2 of them. We've got strapless bras, we've got lacy bras, we've got these things that always fall off my nipples. And yes, I am storing my pasties on a Ziploc plastic bag because I lost the original plastic backing to them. Maybe that's part of the problem, actually. I'm not sure if that's the best way to preserve the adhesive. So let's see. Ah, it's a bodysuit. This is one of those like lingerie things that you buy and you think you're gonna wear all the time and then you never actually do. This is like kind of hot though. Just saying. Okay, you know what? This one's going back. I went through a phase where I was really into lingerie, but there is only a certain number of sexy bras that you need. Like, frankly, I'm not having sex enough that I need a sexy bra for every day of the week. I need a sexy bra for like 1.5 days of the week, at most. And the bonus of being single is that if you're sleeping with different guys, you can re-wear the same sexy bra for all of them, and they'll never fucking know. That's really efficiency at its finest, ladies. What fucking top can I wear this with? Oh my goodness. This is an artifact. This was like the first training bra that I got from Target when I was, I don't know when my boobs came in. I think I might have been 14. At that point, my boobs were definitely small enough that I didn't really need a real bra, but I just knew at that time that my friends had transitioned from wearing Aeropostale camis to wearing real bras, so I wanted one too. I remembered reading in some trashy online article that if you sleep without a bra, your boobs are gonna sag sooner because they need to like be supported all the time. So for like 5 years, I wore an underwire bra to bed every single night. Anyways, it is time for me to get rid of this sad little flaccid torture device. Alright, underwear. This is gonna be a fun one for all of our, I was gonna say our resident pedophiles. I guess I'm old enough that I can't call creepy men pedophiles anymore, so for our resident creepy men, welcome, hello. Thank you for the AdSense money. I do very much appreciate it. If you want to Venmo me just a random amount of dollars in exchange for no nudity whatsoever, it's gonna be linked down below. I have neither the time nor the commitment to fold my underwear into little packets like Marie Kondo suggests in her book, but what I'm gonna try to do is like a continuum of sexy to period underwear. So all of my like sexy thongs are gonna be on this side, and all of my comfortable blood-stained grandma panties are gonna be on this side. Now it's time for socks. I was actually able to consolidate my socks into one drawer instead of 2, so I ended up with this empty one at the bottom. All right, and that brings us to our final boss, the desk drawer full of my pajamas and objectively too much athleisure for somebody who hasn't worked out in the past 6 months and frankly has no plans to get started anytime soon. This is the beloved periodic table shirt. If you guys have watched my videos for a long time, you know this is my like lumpshly outfit basically. My mom is a chemistry PhD, so I borrowed this t-shirt from her when I was a kid and I never gave it back, but I've loved it literally to death because there's this gigantic hole in the armpit. I don't have that much stuff from my childhood. In fact, like this is probably the one thing that I still have from when I was a kid, so I think I'm gonna keep it. I just need to find out a way to repair this like black hole of an armpit hole. I managed to narrow down my comfy clothes to just 2 pajama t-shirts, 2 leggings, and 2 comfy shorts, and fit them in the last drawer of my bedroom dresser that was empty from earlier, leaving my desk drawer open for actual desk-related things. And with that, that is a wrap. So here's a final roundup of the clothes I decided to sell. This ended up being around 100 pieces, or half of my wardrobe. I'm gonna do a whole video next week on the behind the scenes of how I took photos and listed and shipped my clothes, so stay tuned for that. In the meantime, I had a couple baskets to donate because the clothes were either too small for me to model and sell them, or they just weren't in good enough condition to sell. And lastly, I discarded my used socks and underwear because frankly, nobody wants those, unless of course you're that one creepy dude who emailed me last year asking me to sell my used underwear to him. But let's not think about that one, shall we? Anyway, here is my finished closet. I'm honestly so happy with it. I think that I kept the perfect amount of clothes for kind of the space limitations of my current living situation, but I also feel like I didn't over purge either, and I still have plenty of clothes to make a bunch of different outfits for my job, which is YouTube, obviously. Putting away my clothes and picking out an outfit in the morning has become so much less time consuming too, because I just freaking love every piece that I kept. I still have some sweaters and jackets on my clothing rack in the living room, but underneath my bed is so much clearer, and my shoes now only take up like $70 worth of rent on my floor every month. So at this point, my closet has been cleaned out for around a week and a half, and at the risk of sounding really cheesy, it honestly has been life-changing. I sound like an HGTV show, but seriously, I did not realize until all of my clothes and all of those shipping packets were out of my apartment how good it felt to have my own space that was organized, that was clear, that was only full of stuff that I like, that finally was not buried in a gigantic pile of clothes. I am just like excited to be in my own home, which is a good feeling. Also, I wanted to note that I think for a lot of people, especially like on social media, the closet clear out can kind of be a feel-good shell for what is essentially throwing out old clothes and then making an excuse to buy newer, trendier clothes. That is not my intention at all. I'm not gonna like go on a big shopping spree to replenish my wardrobe or anything. If anything, this closet clear out has finally taught me how much work it takes to get rid of stuff that you accumulate, and that even when clothing is cheap or free, it does come at a cost, not only environmentally, but also in terms of space in my home and space in my head and time in my life trying to clean it up and put it in my closet. And if I buy anything new, it has to be something that I really, really fucking love, because otherwise it's not making its way into this wardrobe. That is all I have for you guys for today. Thank you so much for watching as always, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!